Hey guys, welcome to linguamarina. Today we're going to talk about ways to learn everything faster. Quick disclaimer, this video is not about memorizing things in 2 seconds. It's about having this different approach to the way you study so that you can study for longer and you study with more purpose. Now, first of all, I think it's really important to understand that we live in a world where studying is an endless process. And if you ask people 20 or 30 years ago, they would tell you, oh, I'm gonna get my bachelor's, I'm gonna get my master's maybe, and then I get this profession and I'm good for the rest of the life. In today's world, everything is moving so fast, you need to constantly learn. So never think about your current course that you're taking or the language that you're learning as the end goal. And once you're done for good. I think I'm taking a new course every 6 months. I try to do it less frequently just because I get overwhelmed. But I think this desire to learn more, and I think this understanding that the world is constantly expanding and there are so many new things you can learn, just gives you this amazing feeling that there are so many things you can try and that you're not done exploring this amazing world. And I think this is something you should preserve when thinking about studying. It's a lifelong process and it's for you to enjoy it and not to struggle. Another thing, sleep. Now, I've started tracking my sleep back in 2018. I use this ring called Oura ring, and you've probably seen like a lot of celebrities have started using it recently, but I think I was one of the first people to discover it. They were still like a very small team. Anyways, it gives you two very important insights. First of all, sometimes you wake up, and I don't know if you've ever had it, but in my case, sometimes I wake up and I feel super tired. And I'm like, oh no, I'm not gonna do anything today. And then I check my Oura ring and it actually says I have this 90% readiness, which is really, really good. And I'm like, okay, maybe it's just my mindset. And then suddenly I become much more productive because there's the scientific proof that I'm actually ready for the day. And probably I just had one of the moods or whatever. And it just helps me with this different mindset for the day. So this is number one. Number two, I'm a mom of two and sometimes I don't get full night's sleep. But I really want to make sure that whenever I get time to sleep, this time is quality time. And what I mean by that is that Oura helps you track the quality of your sleep, and you can connect the quality with the things you've done in the evening. For example, maybe you had an exercise in the evening, or maybe you ate that extra dessert and then you didn't sleep well at night. If that repeats a couple times, you can actually draw conclusions and you'll be like, okay, sleep is super important for my education. I need to take it seriously, and this is why. The last time I ate a dessert, I had a headache and I didn't sleep well. I will not do it this time. I will take my sleep time more seriously. If you're a lifelong learner like me, and if you like to experiment with types of things that you do with new professions, I'm happy to announce that this video is sponsored by Amazon, and they've just launched AWS Courses on machine learning, cloud essentials, data analytics, the Internet of Things, networking, content delivery, and many more. Basically, they're teaching you skills that are in high demand in this new world, and that would help you get a better job and more opportunities in your life. A lot of courses are under 60 minutes, they're straight on point, and they wouldn't take too much of your time. You can find courses by different skill levels and length of the course. That means no matter whether you're a beginner and want to take the first step in the technology space, or you already have some knowledge, you can find the right course for you. All courses are created by AWS cloud technologists. If you don't know which course to take, you can always choose from a selection of popular courses. So what you need to do is go to amazon.com/AWS Courses, choose a course that you want to take. You can decide which course to take by looking through the course overview, objectives, syllabus, and if you like everything, click order now for $0. And yes, that's it, you can start the course. And yes, all courses are completely free. Inside the course page, you can find classes with text, video, quizzes, as well as various interactive knowledge checks. Explore AWS Courses and start learning new skills. The link is down in the description box below. Another great tip that I love to share is focusing on your weaknesses first. If, for example, you're getting ready for an exam, it is super easy to start with exercises that, you just tick, and you're done perfect. Or if you're learning a language, it's very easy to start with something super easy, like watching a movie in that language. When you're just starting out, it can be in a day, in a week, in a month, you still have a lot of energy. So try to start with something that's the most difficult and leave easier things till the end of the day, till the end of the week, till the end of the month when you have less energy. So when I was preparing for my GMAT, and the framework could be this. You take something like a placement test, for example, if you decide that, okay, I need to prepare for this type of exam. So you take a mock exam, a trial exam. You see what are your areas of weakness and you start improving them first, and then you go to things that were easier for you. Now, there is another piece of advice that goes more into mindset. What I also like to do, I like to plan things that I don't really like for Friday. Just because on Friday, my mood is more festive. I'm like, okay, the weekend is approaching, Saturday and Sunday, woohoo, I'm gonna spend time with my family. So on Friday, I am in this better mood to work on things I didn't want to work on Monday, for example, when I'm overloaded and when I'm still trying to get into this work mode. So Friday is the day for the hardest tasks. Monday is the day when I try to not plan anything because I know a lot of things already would happen on Monday just because it's after the weekend, so probably my team will get back to me or somebody else would ask me to do something. This is just this mindset trick that really works for me. Teach what you're learning. Oh my God, this is something that works really well if you are studying something very complicated. Trying to explain this to your parents, to your classmates, to other students. And this is why a lot of universities do this thing. If you're doing a master's, you're actually teaching bachelor's. If you're doing a PhD, you're teaching on master's programs. Just because when you're trying to explain things to other people, they start making a lot more sense in your head because you need to truly understand things in order to be able to explain it. And I like the saying that in order to teach beginners a language, you need to be advanced. Because sometimes people think, oh, in order to teach beginners, I can be intermediate. It actually takes a lot more than just knowing the language on a certain level to teach people who are just starting out. It's the whole cultural thing, it's the whole motivation thing. So in order to be able to teach someone something, you need to be really, really good at the subject. And this is how you check yourself. Do I understand it completely and I can explain it to my mom, or I can't yet? And this means you need to study more. Another method that's super interesting to learn is called C method, and it was created by Kevin Horsley. He's actually one of a few people in the world to have received the title International Grandmaster of Memory. He's also the guy who memorized 10,000 digits of pi. You might think he had good memory, but in reality he was dyslexic and struggled to memorize things for a short period of times. So he wrote a book called Unlimited Memory where he revealed his C method. The first letter stands for sense, the second exaggerate, the third energize. So basically, when you remember a word, you use your senses: sight, hearing, smell, taste, and touch. You imagine what it would look like. You imagine how it would feel to touch and taste. Then you exaggerate it, make it stand out in your mind. And then you energize and put movement to it. Let me give you an example. Let's try to remember an abstract word, consciousness. Now I can see it as an exclamation point that points over someone's head. It's yellow, it blinks, and suddenly it grows bigger and bigger. At the end of it, it bursts, and you see a person's thoughts instead of his head. This is consciousness. Basically, if you don't know what this word means, it's a state of understanding or realizing something. So the more information you bring to life with this word, the better it will stick with you. Use your imagination, and the more creative you get, the more you'll remember. Another method that really helps me study is group method. And I actually have a few courses that I've created myself. And when it's a live course, we try to have co-working sessions. It is a remote course, so we don't meet offline. But we try to meet online for an hour a week when we just have relaxing music. We have a person guiding this, and he'll be like, okay guys, this is your hour to work on your project. And everybody tunes in, and it's not like everyone's talking. It's just we see each other doing something. And this is why all of those videos on YouTube, like Study With Me, Music for Studying, they just create this group environment kind of thing that we need as humans. And this allows us to be more productive because we see other people studying like, oh, okay, I'm in this mood. And this is also why I like working in a library. This is why I like taking in-person classes, just because it creates this atmosphere of group work. Thank you guys so much for watching this video up to the very end. I hope it was useful, and I hope it motivated you to study more. If you're not yet subscribed to this channel, hit the red button down below, and I will see you very soon in my next videos. Bye bye.